Good evening, Sandum citizens. It is my honor to report to you this evening um, on the first anniversary of um, the founding of the State of Sandus. In this past year, we have done a lot of work in concerns to our political, social, cultural, and I would say governmental um, uh, position of our state. We have created the Collegio Caesarde. We have enacted many new policies, perhaps um, the most policies ever enacted by any Senate government. Um, and we hope to continue um, this renaissance, if you will, into this upcoming year. Um, and most quickly, um, by uh, tomorrow, we hope to organize the Congress of the Citizens Communist Party of Sandus, so that all sitting members of the Citizens Communist Party and all delegates can meet and elect a new secretary for the party. I've already announced my candidacy as the secretary of the party, and it is my hope at the Congress to announce plans for the incorporation of the party into the government of the state as a cooperative. Um, so this is quite a fantastic um, breakthrough for our state, specifically in concerns to the founding of the state. Um, After all, today marks uh, the first anniversary of the enacting of our founding law. Um, there are a few articles in this founding law, and it sets forth the precedent for realist and pragmatic policies within our state. Um, and it has done us well. I'm actually very thankful that this has become the longest serving Sandum government, and with all 10 of the articles of the founding law, um, we can observe and see um, the basis of the power of our state, the rule of law, the rule of rights, the rule of socialism, and the general benevolent rule of the very philosophy of our state. Um, and in just a few moments, I will, of course, read the founding law once more, as is the tradition of this day. Um, but also, this day sets forth um, the holiday season for the spring of 2012. This Sunday is my birthday, um, and although it is not necessarily a very important holiday in Sandus, and I hope that it will never become one, it's one of noteworthy fact because it is the centennial of the birthday of um, the founder of the Democratic People's Republic of Korea, Kim Il-sung, uh, which I share the birth. I share his birthday, the day of the sun. On the 22nd, which is the next Sunday after this upcoming Sunday, is the birthday of Vladimir Ilyich Ulyanov, also known as Vladimir Lenin. And this event in Sandus is commemorated as Revolutionaries Day. Um, I'm not entirely certain how exactly we will be celebrating it so far, but I am sure that posters shall be created very quickly. The 1st of May is, of course, Labor Day. It is known by that throughout many countries, including that of the former Soviet Union. But more importantly, the most important holiday in our state, in our micronation, and in our country since our foundation, is, of course, May 9th, Remembrance Day, where our state remembers the about 26 million Soviet citizens who, many of whom, pardon me, gave their lives for the defense of socialism and communism. So that date holds a very specific importance within our state, and of course it has become very important for our state over these past almost 3 years. And that leads us, of course, to our most important day for our state in the calendar, and that is May 26th. Uh, the, this year it is um, the third anniversary of the founding of our country, the founding of Sandus. And these past 3 years, they have been very remarkable for our country, but more importantly, as we commemorate today the creation of the state, I would say that as the leader of Sandus, since its birth, since its genesis, that this past year has been the most powerful and the most revolutionary, I would say, for our state, for our country. Um, since I can no longer say state without mixing the two terms. Um, so without further ado, as is customary on this day, I shall now begin the reading of the founding law of the State of Sandus. Preamble. And the truth and teachings of the three jewels and the benedictions of all the gods. We, the people of Sandus, finding strength in their resolution for the expression, of their sovereign will, provide within this founding law of the state a government of our people. The sovereign people of the state, compelled by the creation of a sovereign state that is instrumental to the welfare of its people, prescribe to their government same rights the people themselves have prescribed amongst each other. Among these, the right to life, and the right to petition the government for the expression of their sovereign will, the people do so provide to this government and to themselves by the hand of them. In the benedictions of the gods, the three jewels, and the people, this state and government of these people is formed on their blessings. Article 1. The state of Sandus is a sovereign state founded on the basis of the sovereignty of the people under the power of the Sôgmô. The maintenance and order of the socialist society and people's rights of the function of the state is based upon the equal rights of citizens and the socialist society of the people of Sandus. Major matters of the state are submitted to national referendum, wherein all Sandum people may vote. Article 2. The people conform to the belief of socialism in line with the philosophy of the Sandum society. Article 3. All power, is performed by the expression of the Sôgmô, who is the sole holder of the people's power. All power is to the Sôgmô. Article 4. The classic rights of the Sandum people and the right to petition the government for a redress of its functions or in redress of its policies shall not be abridged. Article 5. The people of Sandus enjoy the right to life, including the right to work, the right to rest, the right to care in old age and illness, the right to housing, the right to education, the right to culture, the right to expression, the right to conscience, the right to protection from the state, and the right to the inviolability of the home. Each citizen is equal before the law. Article 6. The people of Sandus are organized amongst cooperatives created by and amongst the people. These cooperatives are the means of production of the state. The rules and objectives of the cooperatives are laid down in the law and organization's rules. Income is found on the basis of labor, from each according to their ability and to each according to their need and work. Ownership of the person, except for the ownership of land, of the people, is universal unto them. Social improvement and wealth is found on the labor of the people free from exploitation. The people of Sandus shall create and found in the law security for the health and living of the people and represent the cooperatives to secure their production and the distribution of their profits amongst the workers. The people of Sandus shall take proactive steps to secure and promote the welfare of science, agriculture, health, and the environment in the best interests of present and future generations. Article 7. Pardon me. The Society of Sandus is based upon the alliance of the sovereign people united as workers, farmers, and intellectuals. The people of Sandus shall provide opportunities for the expression and welfare of the people equally, protect the safety and health of the people, provide for the modernization of cooperatives and labor, provide a uniform education system that is open and free to all, provide for planned development of the state and its activities according to and in preparation of society's needs, and provide for the protection of culture and the people's will for their education and welfare. Article 8. The people of Sandus pursue policies of peace and cooperation with foreign states in accordance with socialism and the People's Society, and shall promote and strengthen camaraderie amongst socialist states. The people pursue policy to strengthen the state abroad, strengthen the people and socialism abroad, support the struggles of peoples who pursue national liberation and social progress, and prevent instances of aggression and war. The people shall engage in relations with other states which are prepared to observe the sovereignty of other states and their peoples, promote peaceful and mutual discourse and cooperation between states, respect the inviolability of frontiers and the territorial integrity of states, demonstrate respect for human rights and fundamental freedoms, and agree to make the necessary provisions for the fulfillment of obligations arisen from principles and rules of international law. Article 9. The Sôgmô carries out the necessary policies of the state and shall publish all policies, and is the premier representative of the people and the vanguard of the people. Article 10. This founding law shall be affirmed by the State Caucus of Sandus by a majority vote and shall be enacted immediately. This founding law shall be the supreme law of the land, and may be amended by the Sôgmô and thus ratified by a majority of the people. Sandum citizens, I must say that over this past year, all functions of this founding law have been utilized to the best of their abilities. I must report to our people and to our state that all functions conducted by this office, by myself as the Sôgmô, that all power conferred to me by this founding law has been, to the best of our ability, to uphold the obligations prescribed to this office for the benefit of the Sandum people. In Article 5 and Article 4, all rights are conferred to all Sandum people, and we have done our best as a government and myself as the Sôgmô to prescribe all those rights to all our citizens. Article 6, that deals with cooperatives and the means of the means of production of the state, has been enacted by the creation of the Collegio Caesarde, an academic cooperative which focuses itself on history and religion as well as philosophy. This cooperative has been especially important for our state and for the advancement and modernization of our Sandum culture. Oh, I believe I was. Um, and Article 8. Our state has pursued policies of peace and cooperation with states, as well as strengthened our state abroad. Though there have been times in this past year when we have strengthened our state especially abroad, we have at times shown ourselves to be a peaceful and caring nation. In February of last year, after a minor conflict with Zealandia over Mr. Frederick Beyer as a citizen there, this state offered its condolences for the earthquake in Christchurch, New Zealand. Um, After A1 disbanded all diplomatic relations with our state, we repeatedly and continue to hold on to this shred of hope that our state can resume mutual diplomatic relations. We have also had a recent détente with Zealandia, and we hope to inspire a calming of hostilities and aggression between both our states, as well as those states within its sphere of influence and its commonwealth. I must report to the state and report to the Sandum people that in this past year since the founding of the State of Sandus, that it has been my privilege and my honor as the Sôgmô of the state to have worked and conferred new policies for our state. It is with my hope and my honor that I hope that I can continue to make our state prosperous and fortunate in our many upcoming years. Gratias et tibiago, et bona mattina, bona nuito, così. Gratias.